Hey Pete, where are you going?
I'm ready to catch a flight. Gonna meet up with some of my friends in Europe. Everybody takes the month of August off in Europe. It's vacation time, Nick. I'm gonna go drink some wines with my friends and hit the beach.
Tell me about the wines.
All right. Well, this is your August Cellar series description. We are tasting through 6 different, very kind of fun themed, kind of like European beach vacation. So when you think of, when you go to Paris and you go to Rome and you go to like Berlin in the summertime in August, everybody's on vacation. They pretty much shut down the cities and go to the beach. And when they go there, they aren't drinking these big heavy wines. They're drinking these super refreshing, light, crisp, focused wines. So it's about $130 to kind of experience this 6-pack, 20% off everything. But we've got 3 whites, I've got a rosé, and I've got 2 lighter body reds. So let's start off with this sparkling wine. So we are just outside of Barcelona right here, kind of a classic production zone for Cava, which is Sant Sadurní d'Anoia, I think is the name of that kind of zone right there. Really, really important producer right here. All organic production. This is called Giro y Giro, and they spend about 36 months on the yeast inside of the bottle. So it's a pretty complex offering. It's really like, it's a serious bottle of bubbles, and I think it kind of is a good kind of segue into understanding how Cava can really kind of reach towards like great Cremants from France. Really, really high quality Prosecco or French Corti from Italy, but this is like one of my favorite Cavas that we've experienced in the last couple of years. So very, very small producer right here, and the family's been kind of around for 100 years, so like they kind of know what they're doing. So moving to the Canary Islands, I don't think we've ever done a wine from the Canary Islands. This is Bermejos, and Bermejos is using this very unique kind of, it's a crossing of, it's called Malvasia volcanica. Malvasia volcanica, and it's a seco, so it's a dry style Malvasia, because Malvasia can be aromatic and it can kind of like lean towards that sweet, but it's bone dry. This is grown on an island called Lanzarote, like 100 miles off the coast of Africa. Now, the Canary Islands is a very, very special place. There was a massive volcanic eruption in the 1700s where it covered the entire island in 3 to 5 meters of volcanic ash and lava. And so these amazing black volcanic beaches, these black volcanic vineyards, are so dramatic in terms of how they look. There are these kind of these almost craters called oyas, where they kind of grow the vines and kind of nurture these individual vines with such amazing care. Like the yields are minuscule. It's really, really hard to describe like how hard it is to farm in certain parts of the world, and this is certainly one of those. Ignacio Voldera is the name of the winemaker, but I've loved this wine for several vintages now, and I think it's a perfect kind of warm weather white. Speaking of wines that I really love, this is Fiano. Colli d'Alapio is a great producer in Avellino, in Campania. I love wines from this grape. I love wines from Campania. I think it all goes back to me for spending time with Massimo Alois and other kind of great winemakers from this area that really kind of have such a treasure of kind of indigenous grape varieties in Campania to showcase. So salty and mineral, very long lived. It spends about 12 months in tank before release, with a fair amount of time on its lees. So it's got great texture and great depth as well. Totally dry also. So moving on to Provence, I feel like up until this week, everything was pretty much like lined up and ready to go, but like I didn't have a rosé, and I was kind of bouncing around thinking about where I'm going to do a rosé from. Like, if you don't do a wine from the south of France for your beach vacation, like you're really kind of not doing your job. So this is coming in through Neil Rosenthal. This is Domaine Gabouty. Gabouty is an 8th generation producer, kind of like right in between Aix-en-Provence and like Cannes, kind of in the heart of the Côte de Provence area. So this is from some of their flatter vineyards. It's a really, really special blend, or it's just special wine. This is Grenache, Cinsault, Syrah, and a little bit of Carignan. They make about 1,500 cases of it. The reason I love this wine so much is not all wines, not all rosés give you that little soft kind of textural quality to it. They always give you red fruit. They're always dry. You know, they're kind of medium bodied at best. Only the great wines are these kind of full bodied, rich, heady expressions. This is more that medium body, but great texture and kind of great textural depth, which I really like in kind of these lighter styles. So really kind of fun. So moving on to this Frappato, and I guess it's a toss-up as to like where I would go in terms of the progression of weight. Maybe the Liatico, but like let's talk about the Frappato right now. So this is the Marchese della Saline, and this is the Raio family from western Sicily. They farm kind of throughout Sicily, have amazing old vines in a contrada on Mount Etna, but this is their Frappato. I love this grape in the same way that I like Fiano. You know, I think I was first really introduced to Frappato through Arianna Occhipinti, you know, kind of understanding her wines and how amazing they are. Like, you know, these are truly and wonderfully Sicilian wines, and chill these things down. They have just the freshest blue fruit to them, blue and black fruit, and it's really just, I don't know, grill me some fish and pour me a gigantic glass of this, and like you know, kind of, I don't know, watch me do crazy things, I guess. I don't know, like I just love Mediterranean chillable reds. So yes, awesome Frappato. Moving to Greece, yeah, we don't feature many Greek wines in this series, and gosh, I feel like that is going to change. I'm just tasting so many amazing Greek wines these days. Domain bottled, you know, Greek wines. You know, female winemaker here, several female winemakers in this lineup here. Yes, this is Ariakis. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. And sorry if I'm not, but this is their Liatico, grown in kind of the highlands in Crete. Yeah, so you know, all kind of organic production, primarily almost all organic production across the board here, but same idea, just like light, so fresh, definitely chill it down. It is really set up for you know, kind of Eastern Mediterranean. You know, Nick, what did we have for lunch today?
Shush.
Yeah, we had some gyros. This would be perfect with gyros. Anything like that has that kind of that Eastern Mediterranean flair, garlic, you know, grilled lamb, you know, grilled seafood. If you ever go to Coastal and get octopus and grilled out, like that's an adventure. But like, damn, it's like a really fun thing to do when you're on a European beach vacation. Which this is what, like, that's the whole goal, is to bring you there. So that's kind of it. That's our kind of quick, fun, cheerful send-off to maybe the quietest wine for like wine consumption on our calendar. And it doesn't have to be that way, and I'm counting on you to kind of help me out here. So allow the wines to transport you to far away. So like I said, it's about $130 after the 20%, you know, with the 20% discount kind of factored in, and it's available tomorrow. Hope to see you there.